What is up, everybody? It is Cashflow and Coffee. We're trying something new. I'm going to try to do this on Instagram also. So I'm about to accept Tyler's live. Welcome. We are here to answer your questions. If you're on Instagram, come on to YouTube. We're going to be doing it live, but on Instagram, but it's not going to be as good as on YouTube. So come on to YouTube, guys. It's going to be sick. We'll have an amazing time. And yeah. This is the first time I've tried to do it like this. So it'll be very, very interesting how this works, right? So we got Tyler on both lives. Turn the volume down. Just turn it all the way down.
I did.
And then you're good. So if you're on Instagram, come on to my YouTube, Jonah Corchin. You're going to see some cool stuff. We're going to be answering questions. It's going to be a great, 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 great time. And yeah, man. I feel like I shouldn't need to explain this show anymore. Just do you have questions about real estate, guys? If you do, come on and shoot some questions in there. If you don't, I don't know why you're watching right now. Because this is where this is like where you get the free question answering time, like Cashflow and Coffee. We're on episode 15 right now. So yeah, man, I'm just going to talk to Tyler if none of you ask anything. Because there's a few things I need to talk to him about anyways. I forgot the lights. Let's turn off these lights.
These episodes, they feel like they go like you said, we're on episode 15. I feel like we've already done a million of them, but
yeah, we've done a lot of them, right? Imagine how I've been doing Scorch the Fears. We're on episode like 92 of Scorch the Fears. It's pretty crazy.
I saw that the other day, and I was like, damn.
I'm like, bro, I was watching this Hormozy thing where it was like, if you can do something for 10 years without it hitting, then you can become rich. And I'm like, all right, 10 years. We're done with 1 year.
All right, we got 9 more to go.
We got one and a half years of Scorch the Fears. We got eight and a half more years to go until it really fucking pops, Yeah. That's the plan. What's up, Harvey? You got any questions? I'll put some in the chat because I have some questions from before. Today, technically yesterday, but I'm celebrating it today, is Yom Kippur. It's like one of the specialist days in Judaism. So I'm fasting, guys. So if I get cranky,
oh God,
here's what it is. People are fucking up today. It's not good for the company. So I'll let everyone know that. Hey, Jonah, can you please share a video on how you use Tally or other tools you use to track your offers and KPIs? Thank you. This is kind of funny because right now me and Tyler are revamping our entire KPI system, right? You found something new.
I did find something new. It's a pretty dope software. It's funny. The name of it is literally called Simple KPI.
Oh, that's hilarious.
But Simple KPI is the website we're using now. Honestly, I'm still learning it, so I don't know if I should really do a walkthrough of it.
We'll do a walkthrough later. Let's actually save this question. I'm gonna come back to that question next week when we have a better grip on this.
Next week we'll have we'll be able to actually show our entire KPI tracking system.
Yeah. 100%. So pretty cool. Working on the dispo side of things right now. Do you guys have a script your dispo manager uses in order to vet the buyers?
Dispo manager script. Let me pull it up. I don't know if it off the top of my head. It's honestly not really a script. It's just a set of criteria that they need to get. And they can say it however they want. I'll read you the information that we get. But really, there's no script, I'll be honest. Except the intro. The intro, because we have a VA doing the outreach and transferring the warm lead buyers or the interested buyers to our dispositions manager, there is an intro script, which is hey, my name is Tyler. You were talking to my partner, Ella, which is our VA's name. And I just wanted to see kind of what you were looking to buy so I can get your criteria written down and start sending you some deals. And
is that script in the resources?
I don't know. I'll have to check. But
well, guys, I'm going to put, if you guys come onto YouTube, you'll be able to see this. I'm going to put, not that. I'm going to put the website that has our entire business. It'll have this script in there right here. If you guys go to that website, jonahcorchin.com/resources, you're going to be able to get my entire business, including the scripts. So yeah, you guys should go there. You'll be able to get any script, anything we got as all our resources. Just sign up there.
The criteria questions that we get is market, obviously, property type, condition, exit strategy, budget, if they buy on the MLS, if we can send them texts for deals, do they buy occupied, and then any other like specific criteria like max bedrooms, bathrooms, square footage, lot size, year build, things like that, or like minimum. And that's it pretty much. So it's just those pieces of information, and then our dispo manager just says it however she feels.
Okay. What would you say are the top 10 questions?
There you go. That's it.
Oh.
that criteria. What areas do you buy in? What's your preferred property type? And then we specifically ask them, because usually they'll be like, just send me everything. So we have to like reiterate, okay, are you okay with like land, or are you okay with townhomes or condos or like whatever? And then sometimes they'll be like, oh no, not that. So yeah, pretty much everything, all that criteria I just went over, those are the questions that we ask them. And then we just kind of, if they give us basic answers like just send me everything, we'll have to like dig a little bit deeper, because every buyer has criteria for the most part.
Okay. Cool. Luke, yeah, it is a dope site. Y'all should check it out. Fire. Okay. Then I'm gonna keep going.
Throw some of your saved ones in the chat.
Hey Jonah, 2 questions. One, what should I do when an agent said that what should I do when an agent when an agent said they only work with people they meet in person? What should I say to someone that asks me how much I want to net on my deals? The answer to number 1 is just like, I'm too busy. Like, I got projects and stuff to go. Let's just do a phone call. And then once you've done a deal or 2 with them, then you meet up with them in person. You really sink in that relationship if you can. Or if you're doing it virtually, just be honest. Be like, I don't live there. Right? It shouldn't be that big of a deal. If they're really that big of an issue about it, then it's like, is it really worth it? I don't know. What should I say to someone that asks me how much I want to net on my deals? Be like, $1 million every single deal. All of them. I need $1 million on every single one. Like, what do you even mean by that question? As much as possible. Like, I would say, if you mean like a criteria, usually 70% of ARV or below, but I want to net $1 million. We're going to try to make some home run deals. Am I right? And that's how you schmooze them. That's it. That's the schmoozing answer.
Then you get them to giggle. You know? Mm-hmm. Then you get them to giggle with that comment right there.
Yeah, then they start laughing, and then they really like you, and that's the whole point. Luke, with all that buyer criteria, how do you sort and filter all their criteria with a bunch of tags? He has Zapier. He's a Zapier user. So he wants to know, like, specifically, how do you do that in Zapier? Is really what he's asking.
You know, there is a guide on how to do this in the how-tos under the dispositions folder.
Yeah, but nobody gives a fuck about that, dude. Come on. We need to see it right now. That's how Luke and I were visionaries. We need to see it. There's a reason we need the vision there.
All right. I'm presenting my screen, I guess.
I know, Luke. I already know what Luke wants, and it's exactly what I would want to, because I'm not doing the freaking disposition guide. I just want to know.
Okay. Do you see my screen?
Yeah, they see your screen.
Okay. So when you're in Zapier and you're in a contact, on the left-hand side, you'll see cash buyer fields. And then all these fields right here is where we fill out that criteria. So these are like drop downs. These are like text boxes, things like that. So first off, you have to fill this out. Then once you have it all filled out, you can go back to your contacts, and you can set filters here. You can do multiple filters. So I already have a saved filter, so I'll show you the save filter. Basically what those filters are is you want to filter all of the cash buyers, and you want to basically filter the pipeline stage, and in the pipeline cash buyers, and then under your active buyers stage. And then if you're actually doing it right and you're filling out every criteria for every buyer you add into the active list, you can start pretty much going down all of those pieces of criteria and filtering it for the specific property you want to send out. So first filter is going to be buying market, and then you select what property you have currently, and then property type, condition, exit strategy, budget is greater than a specific dollar amount. So if you're asking 110,000 for a deal, maybe make the budget greater than 105,000 or something. If it's on the MLS, you want to select yes, and then you pretty much do that for every criteria. And then you basically ended up filtering. Once you save that filter, you will have an entire list here filtered for buyers specifically that match the criteria of that property. Then you can select them all and send the deal out. But that's how we filter it. But this doesn't work if you're not filling in the criteria. So what I see a lot of people do is they don't fill in the criteria and then they do these filters, but they're just not going to show up because there's no criteria filled out. So you have to fill out all the criteria. And if there's one buyer that's missing a filled in field, that buyer is not going to be included in the filter because they're missing that field. So it's important to take note of that. If you don't have any of the criteria filtered out, you can just do just this one, the first one, pretty much. So, yeah.
Nice. www.zapier.com. If you want to know that That's our CRM. He was just showed a little bit. It has everything that we do, exactly how we run our business. So if you're trying to make 100K plus a month, this is the time, right? And also we might be doing a price increase soon. So join now before that. Otherwise you're going to get the price. You're going to get it's going to be 150 a month in probably like a couple weeks. Right now it's 100 a month. So this is the time to join if you're thinking about getting an H outreach CRM. Tyler, what was your average deal size in Sacramento when you did on market? 3K.
No. I don't remember, if I'm being honest. I didn't track that. Probably I used to be horrible at tracking numbers. So I don't know the actual number, but if I were to guess, I would say 15K, 12 to 15 was probably my average.
Nice.
But yeah, I don't know the actual number.
All right, cool. Okay, we did that one. Let's get the next question up here. All right.
For anyone who's new on my Instagram, who's joining me, we're doing Cashflow and Coffee live right now on Jonah Corchin's YouTube. Just type Jonah Corchin in on YouTube, and you'll be able to hop into our live stream.
I should have pinned the comment to say that. I'm gonna do a new comment and do that. So yeah, I heard you talk about waiving. Sorry, go on.
I was just gonna say, join up, ask the questions in the YouTube chat if you have any questions for wholesaling real estate.
I'll put the YouTube link in there too, guys, in just a second. I realized I didn't put anything about YouTube in the Instagram chat. So I've heard you talk about waiving the buyer side representation in order to give the seller more money. Could you explain how that works? I'm looking at negotiating a sub-2 deal in Tampa and would love to cut back on how much I have to pay the realtor. Well, first off, don't aim for that. Try to pay the realtor their commission. They work hard. They deserve their 10, 15K. If you have to, then cut it. Like if they're being unreasonable, right? But you're waiving buyer side commission because normally there'd be 2 commissions. Normally there'd be a seller side and a buyer side. If you're working with one agent, then you can just get rid of one of the commissions. And there you go. Bada bing, bada boom. And they're going to like you, or give them double commission. And then they're going to like you a lot more, right? So I would say, yeah, it's just something you can offer them that entices the seller or entices the realtor. You know?
What he said.
You dealt with probate situation. I know it varies by state, but I have a seller agreed on a price that works, but is going through probate. Want to get under contract, but if I don't get the right person, it won't matter from what I understand. Tyler, you got that?
I've done one probate or two probate deals, and there wasn't really like a strategy to it, really. From at least from my knowledge, I just waited basically until the probate process was up. Luckily we got in towards the end, so we had a bit of a longer escrow. Usually, what I would do if there was a probate like just starting is pretty much just wait and follow up on that process and help any way I can. I don't know if there's anything specific other than that, Jonah.
Well, if it's going through probate, you can't buy it. Like if it's literally in probate, they don't technically own it. So I'm going to assume you're direct to seller because you're saying I have a seller. Pace's strategy, which I think is a genius one for probate, is he'll get a purchase contract signed with them so that they're mentally committed to them, even if it's not a valid purchase contract. So you get a purchase contract signed. Psychologically, they're committed to you now. They say to everyone that they've sold the house. Then once it's signed, they wait. Then it's gone through probate. Then they re-sign another contract. Right? That's what you do. That's the only difference about probate specifically that I would say is that much different. And then help them through the probate process. Solve sellers' problems. How long do you guys need for inspection period? For future deals I lock up in NorCal, I want to make sure you guys have ample time to dispo. Ideally, at least 5 days. 10 days is better, right? 10 would be the most ideal. 5 is good. If you start doing like 3 or if you less than 3, you're like, that's going to be really hard. Usually it takes like
less than 5 is pretty low too. Like I would say 5 is probably the lowest you want to go.
5 is I've done 3 before because in California, you could get a 3-day inspection and then make that last 5 or 7 days.
Yeah, I guess.
But ideally 5 at least, but really ideally 10 if you really want to know it's sold, right? That would be ideal. Savior, do you have any of our numbers? Because if you're going to send us deals, he does.
I don't know your name, Savior, but I'm pretty sure I talked to you the other day. If I'm thinking of the right person.
Yeah. Okay. Well, yeah. I mean, we're here to dispo your deals. I collected a bunch of Colorado people I got to send to Anthony. So we got to do that.
Nice.
All right. The audience is really not doing it today, huh, guys? Well, I'm just going to talk to you about stuff then, Tyler, until people figure it the hell out. Okay. That's Peter. So you're coming this weekend. You need to buy your stuff. You're not staying here.
No, I'm probably just going to get an Airbnb.
Okay.
Well, I'm going to see how expensive it is first.
Won't be. I mean, I don't think it'll be insanely expensive. I mean, are you guys just getting a room or are you getting a whole place?
Ideally, a whole place.
Up to you guys. I don't think it'll be that expensive. Okay. Cool. I got some good stuff planned for us. Tyler's visiting me in Denver and he's going to move out here. It's going to be sick.
Wait.
He's definitely moving here.
I like how you just announced it. I mean, like,
you're 100% moving
out
here. Dude. The fact that the 2 options you gave were Vegas and Denver, you're going to move.
And North Carolina. That's a third option,
You're going to go to North Carolina?
Go move with fucking Matthew,
You're going to live in Hickory, North Carolina.
I'll live in Hickory, North Carolina. Okay, why not?
Dude, you're not moving to Hickory, North Carolina, dog. That's not happening.
Why not? It's so nice.
If you're leaving LA, it's going to be to Denver. That's for sure.
Is that your decision?
It's my decision. It is my decision, actually. I own half your money. I'm going to strong arm you into moving here. You're also coming at one of the best times. Fall just started. I think I'm going to take you on a hike where it's like literally all orange. I'm hoping it all turns orange. It's like just starting. Leaves are just starting to fall right now. Nice. So if you came in like 2 or 3 weeks, it would definitely just be like orange trees everywhere. And you'd be like, holy moly, this place is crazy. How would you start wholesaling working 6 to 4 p.m. Monday through Friday? I I would
6 to 4 p.m. I'm confused.
6 a.m. to 4 p.m. dog. That's what it is.
Oh wait, like you have a W-2 from 6 a.m. to 4 p.m. I thought
Yes.
you meant you were wholesaling, like working 6 to 4. Like, what do you mean? Just work.
No, he has a W-2. Is that the question? You want to answer? Or you want me to answer it?
You can answer. I'll
would
chime in if I
say
have any ideas.
I would say first off, figure out what type of wholesaling. Is it going to be direct to seller, direct to agent? And then I would do direct agent, and then what I would do is I would get something like Zapier, have text going out throughout the entire day, and then once you get home at 4 p.m. or 4:30 or wherever, get home, take a break, start working at like 5 or 6, and work till 8. I would work like 4:30 to 8 if I could. And then I'd be getting like 2.5 hours at least every day. And that would be good. And maybe I'd wake up even at 5 and do an hour of work then and like get through text.
Since
that's
you
what you
have
would do.
money, I would also, I don't know what you think of this, but first off, I wouldn't do this right off the bat. I would get obviously a good understanding of how your system's going to work. Then, since you have some money, I'd probably hire a VA who is texting all day and then basically setting calls up for you the minute you get home from work, or maybe 30 minutes after you get home from work so you can eat some food, whatever. And then basically spend the next couple of hours on the phone. And then the last couple of hours looking at any properties that were sent to you. I would look at properties, comp deals, and during your lunch, or take calls during your lunch at work. But I would pretty much do what Jonah just said, basically. But I would hire a VA to have calls already ready to go for you when you get home. That way, you're not having to answer a bunch of texts when you get home. Your VA is answering the text, and you're just ready to hit the phone. That's what I would do.
That would be ideal. That might be hard, but that would be ideal. I feel like it's hard to train a VA when you're working that much. I don't know.
Well,
I don't know
the
how I
first
feel about
couple
the
of
VA.
weeks, you're gonna have to train them during your off time. So it's gonna be a slow start. Like,
Yeah.
because you're gonna have to train them when you have time. That's why I first said too, have a good understanding of how your system's gonna actually work, which can also take a little bit of time. So because
I
you
think they
have
should just get on the phone. It depends on the person, I feel like. I think that would be the right move. For me, like if it was my personality type, it always depends on who you are. It's these types of questions, in my opinion. If you're my personality type, just get on the phone.
That's the most scalable, I feel like. Especially with
there's nothing scalable if you're only 2.5 hours into it. Oh, he has to get out of his W-2. That's the number one goal.
I'm saying I think that would be the most efficient way to like get out of your W-2, because you are maximizing. Because imagine he's doing it all himself. He's gonna have to spend so much time answering text. Like, think of how much time our VAs spend just texting.
Yeah. What you really need to do is get Zapier, and then we're going to have an AI bot for you that does it for you very soon.
Okay, but that's not out yet.
It's coming. It's getting there. I don't know. That's not bad advice. I don't know. It's a hard thing to say. In my brain, when I just started, I don't think I would have been able to train a VA is the issue. It's hard for me to tell. I don't know. It was good seeing you yesterday, my man.
Just quit. That's your only solution.
Yeah, also quit your job. That would have been. That's also a good idea. I'm just kidding. It's not a good idea. Don't do that. Especially unless you don't have any responsibilities. Like if you're like, I don't know, Heyman, I don't know if you're 20, how old you are, but if you have kids and stuff, don't quit. But if you don't have kids and you don't have a girlfriend and you can live with your parents
and you fail, it's not our fault.
Wow, dude. Inspiring.
This is not financial advice.
Incredibly inspiring words there.
This is financial advice. Quit your job. I'm just kidding.
Quit your job if you don't have any responsibilities. Like if you're like 25 and you can live with your parents, just fucking do it. It just depends on your situation. What do you think about going after rural communities surrounding Sacramento, like Yuba, Sutter, Plumas, Calaveras? Too hard to sell those, or the close enough buyers will still be interested? I like that question.
There's buyers, just not as many. You're gonna do.
I've sold. We've done deals in Yuba and Sutter.
Yeah, Yeah, I've never done a deal in Plumas or Calaveras, but Yuba,
I think I did
Sutter,
one in Calaveras.
Oh, perfect. Okay.
I think.
They're good areas. You can get deals there for sure. Buyers will buy.
You're just going to need us. You're going to need a dispo powerhouse. So that might not work in other places, but since me and Tyler have a dispo powerhouse, we can dispo anything in those areas also.
Yeah. We'll sell your sack deals in a day, though.
Yeah, it's true.
Send us your
Appreciate
sack.
you too. I'm 23 and finishing up my first burr and ADU in Hilltop area. Oh, bro, quit your job. You're 23. Quit. Yeah, no, I thought you might have kids or something. Quit your job. Go live with your parents. Eat some fucking ramen, and like don't spend any money and just grind. The fact you're 23, definitely just give up everything you have and go live with your parents and start a business. I thought you might be 35 and have kids or something.
If you need like any bit of money for anything, like maybe you have a gym membership or something, and you need, which would probably be a good idea, but DoorDash or something for like 2 hours. That's what I did. I used to that's how I bought Astro. Is I didn't have an actual job because I would be fucked because I would be so restricted. So I DoorDash when I can work on my own time, and you can DoorDash at like 10 at night if you need to for some couple $100.
I worked for a lady in San Francisco. She was like needed some elder care, which basically just meant I'd get her groceries and hang out with her and cook her stuff. I did that for 3 hours every day. Right? You can get like minor jobs like that where you can just do stuff like that. But you 100% should quit your W-2. The fact you're 23, get the hell out now. You could just go live with your parents. Or don't live with your parents. Maybe I don't know your situation. Maybe your parents are like, I don't know. Not everyone has the same situation. But like if you at 23, you should live in a shithole and like just do and like spend as little money as possible and just make this work.
Damn.
Is it better to wholesale away from Colorado? No, bro. I love Colorado. You get so many deals in Colorado. This year, I made like 100K in Colorado. The reason for it isn't even more than that is because I fired everybody or everybody quit because of a bunch of me and Tyler reorganizing. But we've just opened up Colorado again, and we're starting to get deals there. So Christopher, hit me up if you've got a deal in Colorado. Just do it here, bro. Wholesaling here is amazing. Colorado is a great state. Cool. Until people ask more questions, I guess. What else do I need to talk to you about? I feel like there's a bunch of things. We need to talk to Melissa about the fact that this wasn't ready. That's one thing. I need to talk to her and be like, hey, what happened?
Yeah.
Don't know if there's much else that I need to talk to you about. I'm going to see you. Oh, you don't even know when you're coming in Thursday.
Not yet.
Try
Probably
to come
midday if I were to guess.
I'm going to send you my address, and I'll have you, Roberto, my man. Oh, here he is watching while calling agents. Let's go. Come in later, and I'll send you my address. Try to get somewhere nearer to that area.
Yeah, I already have your address. That's what I was planning to do.
Yeah, and then if you do it later, I'll drive you guys. I'll pick you guys up at the airport.
Okay, sounds good. I'll look.
You guys will get to drive in my sexy car.
Oh yeah, I forgot you had a new car.
I've had 4 off markets brought to me from agents, but the numbers are tight. I'm doing 75% of ARV. No, you need to be at 70.
Where is this?
Colorado.
Oh.
You got to be 70% of ARV, bro. The numbers that's way too tight. Nobody's going to buy that. You got to be at 70% of ARV. But keep doing it and just keep negotiating. Just tell people what you got to be at. Really, you got to be like, it's 70% of ARV minus whatever you want to make, right? So that's what you got to do. And then Christopher, you got my number, you've got Instagram, or you got something of mine. DM me once you have a deal, and I'll tell you I need the 4 pillars, which is timeline to sell, condition of the property, price, and the motivation of the seller, and then we can make something happen. And listing agent, and whether they're the listing agent in Bacon or not, and you and I will do a deal together.
There you go.
Yeah. So, all right, it's 9:45. I don't know what people are doing. It seems like we're low on questions. Oh, there we go. Do you guys know anyone doing virtual wholesale deals in California? I've heard a lot of people say if you're working virtual, it's better to go into the easier Midwest and Southern states.
Yes.
I do. We do. The answer is yes. We do know people. California. Here's my opinion on it. You tell me what you think, Tyler. I think California is the best secondary market ever. I think your first market. I've gotten to the point where your first market should just be wherever the hell you are. I think, especially at the beginning, I think that's just easier, right? It would be the Midwest and Southern states are really good first markets. Because the hard part about California is it's like you'll get like a 100K deal and then you won't get a deal for 2 months when you're just doing it on your own. That's the annoying part about California is you get these big home run deals and then you got to wait, right? So I think California is the best secondary market in the game, and and we know people it's their secondary market, but I don't know. What do you think of that, Tyler?
Yeah, I think it's solid. I think that's good advice. Everyone I know who's doing it virtually, like you said, that's their secondary market, and then everyone I know it's their primary market. It's because they live
there. Exactly. Yeah. Yep. Can we do dual agency in Colorado? No, you can't. You have to. They turn into the transaction broker, and then they're just the listing agent. So that you can save the seller a lot of money. So you're basically waiving buyer side commission.
I didn't even know that.
So I usually tell agents that you can represent me, and they brought me deals from that. Yeah. You tell them they can represent you. And then if they have their own deals, they have to represent the seller, not you. They can't do dual agency. It's illegal in Colorado for agents. So, yeah. All right. I'm pretty chill with ending it here. I think we've answered some good questions. Gone for like 30 minutes.
So
I will see you this weekend, my man. How long are you saying? You leaving Sunday or Monday?
Either Sunday or Monday. I don't know yet. It depends.
Cashflow and Coffee is getting more live viewers than Scorch the Fears. Fun fact.
Because I'm here, bro.
It has nothing to do with you. It has 100%. Everything to do with.
Put a 1 in the chat if it has everything to do with me. Put a 1.
Let's hope he can't see the chat. I would say the reason is because we're consistently at the same time. The issue with Scorch the Fears is I got to keep moving around the schedule, so nobody knows when it's going to happen. This is always the same time every single week, and because of you, because you're awesome.
I see no ones. What the hell?
Yeah, nobody gives a shit. Cool. All right, I'm ending this. I appreciate you guys. Thank you for coming on. If you got questions, you can shoot them to me, but I'm just going to answer them here. So come on, Cashflow and Coffee every Monday. We're going to go back. If you guys want our entire business, here's this link. Here's our entire business. Just go to that link, jonahgorton.com/resources. And Zapier.com if you're interested in our software. I appreciate you guys. Tyler, you got any last words?
No, just stay in here though, because I want to talk to you later.
Okay. All right. Thank you guys and peace out.